Right, another one for me. How to check your power supplies when you pick them up from the car boot. I got a little lot yesterday for £15. I've been going through them and destroy all the copy ones and stuff like that. And now I've got the ones what have a resale value. You set your multimeter ready. In this case, you set it to voltage so that you can see how much voltage it goes into. I just set it to max 20 volts because I just check these under 20 volts ones. You can check those up to 200 volts, but that's what I do right now. So on this one, you have to look at the output. The output says 12 volt on this one, so you should get anywhere near that amount, ideally the right amount. So you just plug it in, and then you just put one in here inside. Try not to bridge it, some of them are a bit funny. And then you just hold it next to it, and look at that, that goes all the way up to like 19 volt. Yeah, so 5 volt more, yeah, so it seems to be working. So power goes out, so that one is working, ready for listing. You can clean them up if you want. Luckily this one's pretty clean. Just wire them up like that. I have another one here to check. So this one is just like a 5 volt one. Same thing again, plug it in to power. Put one probe in here and then touch the other end. And that one, yeah, they all read a bit more, but that's okay in that case. But at least you don't sell any faulty chargers. That's the main thing, isn't it? So that's another one checked and tested. Always check and test your stuff before you attempt to sell it on, because you don't want any problems later on down the line. You know how negative feedback can hurt and make problems later. How to test one of these. That's from like a Remington, probably a shaver or something like that, or don't know what that might be. So I just check and test this one here now. I'm not a fan of all these copy chargers, Chinese chargers, Chinese phone chargers. What I normally do is them ones, I just cut the ends off. Same as all these cables and stuff like that, so I cut it close to this bit off here, and then most of the time the ends are either brass, dirty brass, or they hold them against a magnet, and then if the magnetic go to light iron, most of the time these kind of ends are dirty brass. What's the voltage on this? So this one says 3.2 volt on it, so it should be anywhere near that. So this one is a bit different. So you have here 2 lines, so you're trying to hold one on here if possible, where you can, in this case I can just put it on a table and just hold it like that, and as you can see it is working. Yeah, so that's what you do when you have them ones. If you have obviously like phone chargers and stuff like that, they're a bit more, you can't really test them with these ones. So if you have ideally like an old phone, just plug it in, then you know that that is then working that way. Obviously look for any kind of rips in the cable or anything like that. If there's any kind of tears or cuts or bite marks, then you don't obviously sell those chargers. I did fish out one what had like weird bumps on it, so I will not attempt to plug that in. So no matter how potentially money it has, but it has everywhere like these heat bump marks on it, even on the actual charger. So I don't know what that is. But yeah, I'd rather not attempt that. So in this case, I just cut the ends off close to the thingy like that. You can either break them open yourself and then get the little transformer out or low grade board out of it, or just sell as is. I think there's some places or some scrap yards do take them in. Obviously most of them do pay light iron price for them, but I think what's it called there in West Midlands, they do buy them in for like 30-35 pence a kilo as they are, so why not really. And yeah, then just cut this off. This bit goes into light iron, and then this bit here might be dirty brass. Let's hold the magnet against it and it's not sticking. So same thing again, this he pays us I think 35 pence for. So yeah, and then this goes into household wire. So there we go. Hope that helped. If you liked it, give it a like, share it and follow me please. Thank you.